Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and the question for today is valid number. So basically we have been given a number and we have to tell whether it's valid or not. So based on some criteria we have to decide whether the number is valid or not. So basically it can be split up into these components: a decimal number or an integer, or an e followed by an integer. Alright, so for decimal numbers it could be like, it could have either plus minus sign or dot sign for the decimal, and these are the rules that are given: at least one digit, and because the dot cannot be in the beginning, and at least one digit followed by, and 2 point cannot be this can't be the case as well. So yeah, so one of the following formats: at least one digit followed by a dot, at least one digit followed by a dot followed by at least one digit, and a dot followed by at least one digit. Alright, so just a valid thing. And the second thing for the integer is that if it's a normal integer, then either plus or minus and at least one digit. Alright, so for this I think it won't be valid if we just pass this. Alright, so yeah, these are some examples that are given to us over here. Like 2 is valid, this is valid, this is again valid, and this is valid. This I think is valid because of this, because so this can be valid, that at least one digit followed by a dot. So yeah, that's the first case, and this case as well. So this case is also valid, so we have to keep this in mind. So the questions like these are generally, the approach is just to see the conditions and place some if else statements. Alright, there's no need for like separate approach for these kind of questions. Like for dynamic programming we have some approach, and for recursive code we have some approach, but for these conditions, these questions, the idea is just to understand the conditions that are given to us in a right manner and put the if else statements accordingly. And if the statement is just crashing it, so we just return false at any point, and at the end we return true or whatever the answer is. Alright, so in these kind of question, the one tip I would like to give you is look for the false statement, so where you will break the thing. Alright, let's suppose here, if you encounter ABC, like if you encounter A only, then you can simply break it. You don't need to traverse the whole of the string to get to the answer. So for these kind of questions, just focus on the breaking criteria rather than the solving one, because at the end, if we have traversed through the whole string and we have reached the end, that means it's a valid string. All right, so yeah, so these are the conditions that one should look for while writing the if else statement. There is no need for logic in this type of questions. So let's see the first example. Like it's a 0, then they're valid, and E, single character E is also not valid. Alright, there should be some number like this, minus 90 E3. So E can be capital and small. We have to look for the both E's. And simple dot would also be false. It has to be followed by a number like this. So 0.1 is valid, 1 point is valid. Similarly, minus 0.9 is valid, and minus point, I guess it's not valid. Alright, so yeah, these are some kind of conditions, so we have to look for these. Alright, yeah, and the length of the s, that is the string given to us, will be from 1 to 20. So it won't be very much complex string like from 1000 and all. Yeah, it would be from 1. Yeah, it could be with the spaces as well, so we have to consider the space as well. So we have to consider the trimming as well if in the solution. Yeah, one such thing is that. And yeah, so it only contains uppercase, lowercase, digit, plus, minus, or dot. So I don't think they have written space, so we won't be looking for the blank spaces. We don't need to trim, I think. Yeah, so the length is given, and it would contains the character uppercase, lowercase, 0 to 9, plus, minus, dot. Alright, these are the characters, special characters that would be once we are checking for. Alright, let's directly move to the code for this question, because there is no need for the approach. There are some else if statements that need to put at the right place. Alright, yeah, so the first if statement is that if the character is digit, that is the current character, because we are traversing the string character by character. Alright, we'll pick the character and we make our results accordingly. These are the some flags that will be set initially to the false, because we don't have seen an exponent, we don't have seen a dot, we don't have seen a digit. Because if two dots occur, then only we can say false. If 2e occurs, then also we can say false. And if because digit is not seen, so it's also false. So these are the flags that are prerequisite. Alright, so moving on to the checks. Alright, now for this check, if we have encountered any plus or minus, alright, yeah, so the plus and minus could be in the beginning only, because telling the signs, or either it could be with e's. So e plus like that. So yeah, so the first check would be I greater than 0. If they are at present at that position, they are greater than 0, that means I is greater than 0, they are not present at the first position, then we will see that if the previous character is small e or capital E. If not, then simply we will return false, that is we break at this point. Alright, I hope this criteria is clear to everyone. And now moving on to the next. Alright, now if we see an exponent, alright, and if then what we will do is we will check whether we have seen exponent first and digit. Why? Because simple each one won't make any sense. It has to be 1e plus something like that. Alright, so yeah, that's the check for this, and I hope this is clear. Now moving on, that accordingly the flags will be set. If we haven't seen the exponent, that means we encounter the exponent here. Alright, yeah. And now if the current is dot, if we encounter dot now, so if the dot is seen previously and if the exponent is seen as well, so we will return simply false. Because after exponent we don't expect a dot e 1e point. I don't think that's the valid case over here. Yeah, see, no, after e plus minus can be there, but no ways there is a dot after e. Alright, I hope that's clear. So yeah, and else anything else than this, or it's a character that is can be it's a as well, b as well, or any other thing apart from that would be returned simply false. Alright, after this criteria the loop will run, and at the end we will return the value that is in same digit, that we, if the numbers are keep coming, then it's gonna be true only. I hope the code conditions are clear, not the code, because the code is nothing but the conditions that we have placed in it. And if all the conditions are right, then yeah, you can see it's accepted. Once again we'll try to submit it and see what happens. Yeah, so it's accepted. So I hope the question is clear and the code as well. There is not any approach for these kind of questions, just these things. So I hope they are clear to everyone. And yeah, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you like this video, please press the like button, share it among your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.